morning. I'm John Panic with the Mohave Valley Daily News, and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, October 23rd. It's finally a Friday. You made it! Woo! Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. At the Tri-State Radiology Center, their experienced imaging and radiology professionals put your needs first. They are proud to provide a high quality level of customer service, medical experience, and commitment to quality for all patients. All right, let's see what's going on. Grab your coffee. Let's get ready for the day. All right, so our top stories, the first two major events happening in Bullhead City since the whole coronavirus COVID-19 debacle pandemic. First one is Bring on the Corn. Corn Fest starts today. That's put on by the Kiwanis Club of the Colorado River. You see there's a nice picture of Dennis Crowley and a couple other volunteers in there. Dennis Moyer, Elaine Kohler, and Derek Voss working on the Scare Zone. The Scare Zone is a 10,000 square foot haunted house. Gets bigger and bigger every year. It's probably the largest in the state, and if you know Dennis Moyer, you know that he puts his heart and soul into that. The guy's I'm just saying. So that starts today at 5 o'clock. It's 5 to 10 today, and then it's 10 to 10 tomorrow. We talked a little bit in the story about how they're not serving alcohol. You can bring your own BYOB into the event and stroll around. It's in the city park, so that's legal. They're also on Saturday from 3 to 5. They're going to have trick-or-treating inside the haunted house. It'll be light out. It won't be all set up to be scary. The actors that are in there are going to be handing out candy instead of trying to scare you. So they got a million things going on out there. Check out the story here. Vendors and food, and they got a strongman competition. They got a bunch of things going on, so check that out. The other major event are the Community Achievement Awards. It's the 23rd annual. It's put on by the Laughlin Chamber of Commerce. A little bit different this year. It's in the past it's been a big black tie affair held over there at the Aquarius. Jackie Mazzeo does a great job of putting that thing together, her and her staff and her VIPs, and it's a great event. But this year it's going to be held over at Laughlin Ranch. They're going to have people come in due to COVID. They're going to have people come in half-hour increments, get their awards, take pictures, and then go on from there. So that's all day tomorrow. It starts at 10 a.m. in the morning and goes till 4. Well, the last award is at 4:30 in the afternoon. So that'll be done about 5 o'clock. It's a long deal, but a great event, Jackie. You should be congratulated. The Bullhead City Elementary School District had their board meeting yesterday and discussed the dining arrangements for the students there. They have been eating all of their meals inside their classrooms. The board voted to continue that through the rest of this semester. They did surveys and checked with parents on their thoughts, and the teachers, and everybody weighed in, and they decided to continue it through the end of this semester. They did make some other changes. They opened up a little bit when it comes to recess and to physical education and music. They kind of returned those back to closer to what they were pre-COVID. So that's that. California man sentenced to prison for the 2016 crash on river that killed a girl. That sounds good that he's going to prison, but it seems a little light. He pled guilty. Kevin Morgan pled guilty in September to negligent homicide and aggravated assault. What happened is he got on the river in his boat, and he ended up hitting a girl and her mother, an 8-year-old sister and her mother, and 13-year-old Guadalupe Rodriguez. Well, Guadalupe died. The 13-year-old died. The other ones are banged up pretty good. He got 2 years. 2 years in prison. They tested him hours later. He had a .086. And you know, .08 is legally drunk. So hours after the wreck, he had a .08, I believe it was a .08, yeah, .086 blood alcohol. So he was legally drunk, and he got 2 years. There's another, speaking of not knowing what's going on here when it comes to punishing people, there's another plea offer for Brent Seckel. Brent was one of those people that was in the whole drive-by shooting. What was it, about a year, November of 2019, that left a Bullhead City man dead. They came to a plea deal a few months ago. They changed, they weren't happy with it, so they changed judges on it. Now it's Judge Doug Camacho. He doesn't have to agree to it, but the plea deal is he had the option of going to probation or giving him up to a year in prison. So we'll see what happens on that. He wasn't, according to the attorneys, he wasn't involved in the murder, but he was involved in covering it up and facilitating it. All of the original aggravated assault, and he had been charged with first-degree murder, 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault, and drive-by shooting. Under the plea agreement, they changed that up a little bit, and it's called facilitating now, where he helped slow down the car and signal the guys that allegedly shot the victim. I don't know. The county had their the county board of supervisors had their workshop on what should be going on with the mask mandate. They said there's less than probably around a dozen people that showed up for it, but they did have 50 comments on it. Some of them, most of them were emails and that 52 comments. 30 supported the continuation of the mask requirements, 22 opposing it. So they don't make any decisions there. They just kind of understand what all is going on, what the community wants. We got a nice write-up here on the Trump-Biden debate from last night. A little bit more reserved and controlled. Here's a picture of Tiffany Kelly, who's one of the riders in the Southwest Gold Cup Finals. I don't know if you can see that very well. But other local riders who performed well are Alonzo Sandoval, Quixote Miller, Jack Dimmick, and Crash Schaefer. But that continues on tonight at the track on Highland over there behind the Boys and Girls Club. So go and check them out. We got a lot of talented riders in the area. Weather's supposed to be beautiful today and over the weekend. Low 90s, and then on Sunday a high of in the mid 80s. So go on out to Cornfest and check it out. If you're a fisherman or you like reading about fishing, we got some nice catches over the last few days out there on the river. You can go read all about it. That's it for today. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Go on out to the Cornfest. Spend lots of money. Remember, all that money goes back to the community to help the children of our community. So it's a great event, and it's a chance to just get outside and be among people again. Daily Dose has been brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. So call today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Just a reminder, the Daily Dose and Valley Voices, which Valley Voices will drop today about 11 o'clock, are now available to stream on the Anchor app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. We're always adding more stuff to it. The links in those streaming services will be in the description below. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday.